Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We have reached Hadith number 12 from Al-Arba'un An-Nawawi, the book that was compiled by Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah. The Hadith that was narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من حسن إسلام المرء تركه ما لا يعنيه. رواه الترمذي. This hadith that was narrated in Tirmidhi, that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, from the good manners of Islam is to leave things that does not concern him. Right? And this is one of the akhlaq of a mu'min. From the adab and akhlaq of a mu'min, there are 4 specific hadith that many of the imams or the scholars of hadith, they go back to, and this is one of them. That is one of the key important thing that we need to do, is leaving things that does not concern us. As for leaving things that does not concern us, the very first type we have is from al-aqwal, the sayings. There are certain speech, there are certain talks which are things which are haram, and also things that does not concern us, and if we fall into those things that does not concern us, it easily takes into haram. For example, we start talking about something that happened somewhere of so and so person, and then it ends up in ghibah or in namima, and where we fall into backbiting just by starting a talk that does not concern us. And likewise, the second type of things that we could leave, which are things that does not concern us, is from the af'al, from actions which are haram, certain types of actions which are not from our concern, which does not bother us, we leave it, because from the adab of a mu'min is that he leaves these things so that he does not fall into things that are haram. The third thing is a very important one, which the Salafus Salihin, the predecessors, the one who came before us, the Sahabas, and the ones who came after the Sahabas, the Tabi'een, and the scholars, they used to follow so much, is they would not speak on things which does not concern them or they do not have knowledge of. For example, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told about himself is what we know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any questions or any speech that is beyond that, they do not speak about it. They do not speak about things of the past. Likewise, they don't speak about things about the past or about the future from the signs of the hour, which are from things which are not mentioned in hadith. For example, let's say, how long did, or which month did Dawood alayhi salam pass away, or which month did Nuh alayhi salam pass away. And these minute details does not help us or does not benefit us in any matter, and is not from our concern which benefits us. So here we try to leave these talks, because by trying to find the exact date, there is nothing that we could benefit ourselves from, but we go and fall into things slowly which are more into haram. And sometimes it ends up in things which sometimes people have gone into disbelief because they try to do things which are not beneficial. And likewise are the talks about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Likewise are the talks about the signs of the hour. When is the hour coming? When is the sa'ah? When is the day of qiyamah coming? And things of akhirah, the things from ilmul ghaib, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not mentioned to us, which only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Likewise are from things which are from the tafsir of Quran, things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not mentioned us or has not given us the knowledge of. And these main 3 things, once we start leaving these kind of things which do not concern us or do not benefit us, we get so much reward and life becomes much better, and we stay away from things that are haram. For example, a very practical example that we could give is leaving talks which are not beneficial. Let's say, for example, we sit with someone and we talk, and Sometimes, after that person leaves, we talk with the other friend. Oh, you see, this person said so and so, etc., etc. We try to interpret things which that person really would not have meant. And this is what we call as waswas al-shayateen, where Allah says in the Quran in Surah An-Nas, min al-jinnati wan-nas, yani about waswas, that we seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from waswas that is from jinn kind and mankind. And the type of waswas that you find from mankind is things that we try to interpret and talk behind someone's back, or we try to think on ourselves. Oh, I sat with so and so, he was saying, so and so. It could be hinting to 1 2 3. It could be hinting to ABC, or maybe he's trying to hint here, there, or we try to judge the talk, or we have so much of waswas. This is from shaitan, and these are things which does not concern us in terms of talks and saying, and just leaving this would save so much relationships. And this simple thing, this hadith, would save so much of headache and problems within the Muslim society when it comes to things. That is, when you don't have enough knowledge about something, it's better that you leave it. And this is one of the akhlaq of our mu'min. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He blesses us enough that we are able to follow the akhlaq and adab from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the mu'mineen who are pious and righteous to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.